Welcome, sports fans, to Alumni Stadium. I am Jack Hamilton Smith here with WCTV for coverage of Shawsheen Tech Girls Varsity Lacrosse game today. We are so excited for this matchup with Dracut Middies Girls Lacrosse as we get set with our starting lineup and we are tagging in our players, getting fired up. I want to go ahead and shout out our single ref today. We got a one ref game going on due to, I think, understaffed refs. So we are getting prepared for the Dracut versus Shawsheen Tech game. I just want to go ahead and shout out the goalie for Shawsheen Tech. That is Leah Bucci. Goalie number 00. That's the best number for a goalie to be rocking the 00 score. We want to give out some credit because the Shawsheen Valley Tech girls are 9-2 on the season, so running a positive record, going up against Dracut, who is 4-7 so far, is going to be a matchup nightmare for Dracut coming home or coming here on the road and playing at Alumni Stadium where things get intense. Shawsheen Tech doesn't like to hold back, so we want to see how this plays out. We want to go ahead and shout out the goalie for Dracut as well. That is Olivia Derisoo. It's a wonderful last name, and she is a senior on this Dracut team. As we get loaded up for this game today, we are getting the Dracut lineup out on the field. It is an important game day here. We got a doubleheader for Shawsheen Tech, so if you love lacrosse, this is the place to be. While we got some time getting the players on the field, we are going to go ahead and shout out the captains. So that's Ava Noble, a Midi senior, as well as Sarah Salter, another Midi senior, and of course Valentina Mosquera. She is holding down the defensive line, the final senior here for the captain's lineup. And of course the captains for Dracut are Ava O'Brien and Kayla Doobie. Now the players are getting out on the field today. We are hoping to see some really great lacrosse here. Key points of the game are going to be finding the open man, passing to the proper teammate, and spreading out the defense. Of course, our hope here is to see our girl, Leah Bucci, with another shutout. That would be ideal. I think she's given up maybe 1 or 2 goals over the last couple games. So, you know, it's going to be a really fun affair here. And there was a slight delay on the game, of course. Like I mentioned, we only had one ref here, but I think they were assuming another ref was going to show up. But as to not hold off, we're going to go ahead and get the game started with just one ref. So we'll be respectful for the calls, as you know, only 2 set of eyes can play it out. Dracut has a ton of energy going right now. They are fired up to be here, which is always really exciting. Again, you always know coming into Shawsheen that you're going to be playing kind of as the underdog, which is exactly why you come out here and you send a message to the Rams that you're not afraid. The Middies got it in them. But as we wait here, as they're warming up, getting their passes nice and clean, we'll go ahead and shout out the people that bring WCTV to you. WCTV is powered by Critical Mass Solar, Austin Styffe Mortgage Loan Officer. WCTV Sports is powered by B&B Training and Development, CMS Plumbing and Heating, Forrest Auto, Frangos, Giovanni's Roast Beef in Tewksbury, Knowledge Brokers Realty, McGovern Hyundai on Route 93, Rocco's Bar and Restaurant, Sarkisian Apparel, Wilmington Ace Hardware. While the Shawsheen Tech Girls Lacrosse is sponsored by 360 Urgent, Marone Construction, and Simeon Floors. It is a beautiful day here in Billerica. We're talking 59 degrees, a little bit cloudy, but nice and sunny enough to where it's going to be a fun game and a fun affair. So you guys get seated and lock in for what is going to be an impressive varsity lacrosse game. Middies are chanting loud right now. They are so fired up. Let's see if the Rams can match that on the road energy. Keepers are walking to the goal. Now, just to give you a little bit insight on me, I played lacrosse goalie in my 2 years, both varsity back in Texas. So I am just so fired up to watch defense. That's probably my favorite part of the game. So I will be giving a lot of credit to the goalies on either side just because you got to be a fan of the people who do the most. So we get ready for this face-off right here, right now. This is the start of the game at Alumni Stadium. And face-off is going the Middies' way to get it started. That is number 27 for the Middies, Kelsey Hudden. Kelsey Hudden had taken it all the way, feeling super confident. She's pulling it back out. She collapsed the defense. Now she's looking to find her teammates. And it looks like she's a Fogo player, so she's going to run all the way back, get lined up. I got a lot of respect for Fogo people because they are the most selfless people on the field. You know how badly they want to score, but they're going to do what's best for the team. Now, the Middies are pushing. Good defense here by the Rams, not giving up an inch so far, but the Middies are definitely trying to force the issue. Number 12 looking for a pass. That's Captain Kayla Doobie for the Middies. She's found somebody down in the corner, Veronica Vitale. Veronica swings it around to the X. Back to the X position with Veronica. I'm sorry, that's Ava O'Brien, correction. Ava O'Brien looking to score. She's swinging through. Ooh, good ball control right there. Not giving it up, facing a lot of adversity here. There's a cluster of Middies up at the top. A couple of cutters underneath, but Shawsheen is doing a really good job of not faltering. Ooh, good move there. She pulled in another defender. She's swinging it back around, down underneath, behind the goal. And Ava O'Brien looking to shoot. Pulling in two people. She's holding on. She's picking up three of them. She pivots back. Double move. What a great save by the Rams. Right off the back, Leah Bucci not giving it up. On the run, we've got Brooke Newhouse. She is a 10th grader here at Shawsheen Valley Tech, getting the start today. Anna Ward passing it on the inside. She had a couple of options, kind of a soft pass, picked off by the Middies. The Middies are in transition, getting some running. Middies have numbers. Good defense there by the Rams, and now it's a battle for the ball. Rams come out on top. Good pass to the inside. Ball is back with the Rams. Anna Ward once again making a move. She has such good speed. Look at her cut through. Anna Ward taking it down behind the goal, trying to give it to her ex, find their playmaker. They got a lot of cutters, a lot of options. She's got a wide open person right there. Cut on the inside. That's going to go back to the top. Got the ball at the top of the key right now. That looks to be number 6, I believe, Sydney Quinton. Sydney Quinton is a Middie 10th grader. Got a lot of young players here on the Shawsheen Rams varsity team. It's awesome to see. Rams swinging it back around, looking for an opening here. They got a cluster on the inside. Quinton with the ball at the top again. They're looking to space out. They got a cut to the inside. Got the cutter. She caught it. Barely, almost dropped it. Knocked out by the Middies. And we got a whistle on the field. That's going to be Middies' ball. And the Rams are applying a lot of pressure. Nobody's running free right now. There's a stick-on body, a double team, and looks like the Middies are going to bust right through that. That is number 10, Alexis Hudden. Alexis Hudden is holding on. She is fierce running down the right sideline. Finds a teammate there. That's number 14, Caitlin Ritchie. And it looks like we got another whistle on the field. That is going to be a turnover on the Middies. Going to be Shawsheen's ball. Shawsheen looking to get their ball across the 50-yard line. Nice pass on the inside to Megan Wofford. Megan Wofford passes it up. She's got a cutter underneath. And she swings it around to the X position. That's going to be back to Anna Ward. Anna Ward back to Megan Wofford. Megan Wofford passes it to Sydney Quinton. Almost picked off there by the Middies, but that is going to be saved in. Oh, that's going to roll out of bounds, it looks like. And that's going to be out on the Rams. So Middies will pick up the ball here. Middy's starting with the ball around the 10-yard line, 15-yard line. Looks like they're getting set up. Rams doing a really good job of trying to make sure she is boxed in, no options. And you see Anna Ward running down to the baseline, trying to make sure that nobody's there to get a free, easy pass. So great IQ there for the defense, just being preemptive. That's important. And the Middies aren't, I don't think the ball has been whistled into play yet, but the pressure is live. You got to love that. And in transition, the Middies are looking to make a play here. That is Caitlin Ritchie. Caitlin Ritchie is holding on. She's trying to swim, dodge her way through everybody. And Shayla Sherman passes it up. That pass is going to be turned over. And we got another whistle on the field. Back in play. Ellie Gillis running it downfield, trying to find somebody that she drops the ball there. Good defense by the Middies. And this is definitely one of those situations where you got to start finding your teammates here. Everybody's fast and everybody's strong, but it's about who can find the better player. That's what makes lacrosse so special. It's a perfect team sport. The Rams are running. Sydney Quinton kind of slowing down a little bit. She's been running the ball a lot. I'm sorry, that wasn't Sydney Quinton. That was Brooke Newhouse. Brooke Newhouse finding a teammate. Good move there by the Rams, and Megan Wofford's got a little bit of space. So now they're trying to get into their sets. They're opening it up. And that's going to be tapped out by the Middies. This will be Shawsheen's ball for the side out. Olivia Padines passes it in. Battle on the ground. And the Middies scoop it up. Middies are in transition, and there's 3 Rams on 1 Middie right now. That's a good move to double back, pass it out. Middies looking to get the ball over the 50-yard line, but great defensive effort by the Rams, except the Middies come up quick. Ava O'Brien, the captain, is in transition. She is zooming down the field, trying to get a shot open. She can't figure it out. She's got 4 Rams on her, and we got a whistle on the play. It looks like we might be getting a free position here. And that is true. So Middies are going to get the first shot attempt here. First clean opportunity, and of course it happens to be their captain midfielder, Ava O'Brien. This is a great opportunity for the Middies to get in the net, and that's a clean shot. Middies are the first to score. They strike first in this game, getting started. Leah Bucci with a good look, wasn't able to get the save, but really nice attempt there. Again, that was just a great opportunity for the Middies there. You gotta give credit where credit is due. Senior captain Ava O'Brien taking advantage of her opportunity, striking first. We have 4 minutes, 37 seconds remaining still in this first quarter. We would love to see the Rams get on the board. Going into the face-off right now, it looks like for the Rams we have number 19. And it looks like the Middies win the second faceoff here. That is Caitlin Ritchie running it down. She's trying to find a teammate. Quality pressure being applied by the Rams right now. Pass completed, and the Ava O'Brien has the ball again. Ava is looking to either draw the foul or get a clean shot attempt. Middies are looking to settle in here. The good pass on the inside. That's going to be picked off by the Rams. Oh, and a nice tip there. So ball is back on the ground. Big battle, and once again, the Middies score. Huge opportunity there for the Rams to get the ball down the field, but the Middies come out on top. That was a really nice play. I want to say that was Ava O'Brien again, but there was a lot of bodies, so it was hard to tell. She's getting tapped up right now, so I'm assuming it was her. She is a beast. Look at her go. 2-0 to get this game started in a matter of 30 seconds to a minute or so. That was fantastic lacrosse right there. Kelsey Hutton in for the middies at faceoff. She has been doing a really great job so far. And that is coming up Rams' way. Rams with the first win of their faceoff game tonight. That's Sarah Salter, captain, grabbing the ball. Great possession there. Huge scoop, looking to find some offense. Megan Wofford looking to pass inside. Pass was a good look, but it wasn't picked up properly, and now it's a battle on the ground. It's going to be a whistle on the field. This is coming up. Going to be the Rams ball. I'm sorry, the middies ball. My correction. Pass to the midfield, and Rams trying to get the scoop here. The ball is bouncing around. It's a lot of stick action happening right now. Rams come out on top. Tabitha Woodward cutting it through. Good control there. Great pass. What a shot. And there it is, Sarah Salter. That's exactly what you do as the leader of a team. Beautiful high catch. I mean, the pass was a little bit off. She recovered well, delivered a beautiful bounce pass shot. Bouncing shot right into the goal. A wonderful shot there. And credit is due. I mean, Olivia Derousseau is doing the absolute best he can. It's just hard to read bouncing shots like that sometimes. So, score is now 1-2 with 3 minutes remaining. We are getting a great game so far here, folks. A game that matches the weather accordingly. Back into the face-off, we got, once again, Sarah Salter going up against Kelsey Hutton. And we got a whistle that is going to be middies ball. Kelsey Hutton looking to get in transition quick. Kelsey Hutton gets the pass off. Middies are making their move. There are 3 Rams on the body right now. That's great defensive pressure. Trying to force errors. Dropped ball by the middies. Rams unable to recover. Errant pass there. Can't cross the... That would be crossing the boundary line. Good patience there by the Rams. Trying to settle back in on defense. They had a cutter on the inside, and boom, the Rams get a goalie pickup there. Leah Bucci with the ball right now, looking to find a clean pass. She passes it to the backside. And that was a nice pass to an open player, but that's going to be out of bounds. A little bit low there, a little bit low. You always want to try and match their stick, and everybody wants to keep their sticks high, you know? So we're trying to get passes that go around the shoulder area. A battle for the ball on the ground. Rams come up with the ball. She's got a player up ahead. She passes it ahead. Again, that pass is a little low, but we're recovering well. Rams in transition. Rams have numbers. It's a 4-on-2, 4-on-3. Great defensive pressure there by the middies. Oh, what a good recovery from the backside. Left yourself exposed. Middies fighting for it on the ground. It's Megan Wofford versus, and we got a body on the ground. That's going to be middies ball. Megan Wofford playing physical. They pass it to the keeper. Keeper's got a wide open player down the left sideline. Middies wide open with transition. Looking to get another pass off. Great play there. 1 minute left to play in this first quarter. There's no reason to run it all the way down if you got somebody open. In the double team, that's going to be out on the middies. Great defensive pressure there by the Rams. 45 seconds remaining here with a chance to tie it up. Rams in transition. Rams got numbers. Again, that backside, and that's going to be a whistle on that play. So they're going to get reset. Rams down below. Rams with a pass on the inside. Ooh, right into all the pressure, congested. We got 25 seconds remaining on the clock here. Middies looking to run it down the field. We got 3 Rams on her, but nobody's pushing the pressure. Looks like she hurt her leg. She is hobbling there. That's not a good look. Middies in transition. Oh, great defense there by the Rams. And that is the end of the first quarter here. So, unfortunately, it looks like one of the middies players got hurt there. She's being real tough trying to walk to the sideline right now. A lot of credit to her for being strong and trying to make it over there, get out of the game. At the end of the first quarter, the score is 1-2. Middies up by 1, and we will be right back. We are back here for the second quarter of action. The score is 1-2, the middies' favor. So Dracut is up 1 right now, and the only goal scored here for the Rams was by Captain Sarah Salter, of course, coming in clutch for her team, making sure that they didn't walk out of the first quarter empty-handed. Looking to try and tie it up here. We are getting set up, and Dracut was killing it on the face-offs. It seems like their face-off girl has been hurt, so she may be taking the quarter to rest up, get serious. But it doesn't make a difference there because Dracut, once again, with another quick, clean face-off take. That was a nice grab there by number 10 for Dracut. That is Alexis Hutton. And in net for the Shawsheen Tech Rams is Leah Bucci, who you got to give respect to the keeper. They never take a minute off in the game. And they're out there feeling strong, hoping to lock it in. No more goals past 2. The middies are moving the ball around really nicely, trying to find the open man. Swinging it and spreading the field out. They got a cutter right down the middle. Good defense there by the Rams to shut down the pass. Ball is at the top of the key right here. And number 8, Veronica Vitale, got the ball, trying to drag out the defense. The middies are trying to get set up, find some form of offense here. Rams are pretty keen on letting them try and shoot outside of the 15. So anything past 15 yards, that's all middies. They can have that. Doing the absolutely great job of trying to keep them out of the inside space. Dracut's passing has been really impressive so far in this game. They're really good at hitting each other right in the net. Dracut with some space here, and the middies trying to make a move. Good double defensive pickup there by the Rams. And an even better transition to swing back out. Way to force them out of the space in the middle. That was beautiful work there. Rams defense is quite impressive so far. Very composed, good conversation. They're really good at communicating. Any form of penetration gets met by a double team. It's really nice to see. And there's a whistle on the play. No, it doesn't look like that goal counted. So there was a clean shot on net, but it looks like we've got a free possession instead. And what a save! What a save by the Rams. This is why you give credit to Bucci. Bucci, oh no! Leah Bucci with the great play. Follows it with a little bit inaccurate pass. It was picked off quickly. And a nice opportunity for the Rams turned into a better goal for the middies. So just a little bit of something you got to clean up there. Leah Bucci has been playing really great and had a couple of really nice saves so far in the beginning of this game. So you just got to be patient. Your time will come. And on top of that, of course, Leah Bucci is only a sophomore, starting and rocking and rolling in the in this big-time lineup for the varsity lacrosse team. So you got to know these are just small things you work out over time. The big thing about being a goalie is the goldfish mentality. You can only have a 30-second memory, so you got to move on to the next play anyways. We are back at the face-off, lining up. There's 9 minutes and 52 remaining in the second, so lots of action still to be played. Middies once again with a killer face-off, and it looks like we are back in action. Number 27, who was dominating in the beginning, Kelsey Hudden, is back on the field. So she is rocking the ball all the way down. She found a cutter on the inside. Great look. Better defense there by the Rams. They were able to deflect that. No shot on net. Rams trying to get reset back in position, trying to find their man. Ball in the middies net. They are pulling it out all the way, trying to swap out some players. So it looks like Kelsey Hudden is going to go back to the defensive side, and they're switching up another offensive player. Middies looking to space things out. Middies swing it down to the baseline. Back to the top of the key. And that is Kayla Doobie for the middies trying to make something happen. Again, the Rams are playing good defense here. It's just a matter of getting the ball and transitioning it down the field. Really good defense there, but we got a whistle on the play. It looked like there's some illegal stick action happening. So free position here for the middies. Leah Bucci with the pressure on her shoulders again. Lining it up. Great defensive effort there by the Rams. That was awesome work. Immediately before the shot got off, there was 2 Ram sticks disrupting the shot attempt. So we're looking to try and get that ball past the 50-yard line this time. And that ball is going to go out of bounds on the pass. We got to clean that up just a little bit here. Middies are in transition already off the turnover. Middies looking to settle in. The score is 1-3. So we want to see the Rams get the ball over the 50-yard line to try and get an opportunity. And patient play here by the middies. Again, these really crisp pass going on right now. Caitlin Ritchie with the ball right here. A lot of movement happening in the middle of the space. The big collapse there. Rams adjusting accordingly. Good on-stick pressure right there. On the ball, following her wherever she goes, and she's got a stick right in her face to disrupt that pass. No easy passes. Trying to force an error. Good stick tap and no follow-up pressure. This is exactly why the middies have gotten so many scoring opportunities so far. As soon as the ball hits the ground, there are 2 or 3 people making it more difficult to scoop. Rams take it off the pressure just a little bit whenever the ball goes behind the cage. Totally normal. Good look on the inside. Great shot by Ava O'Brien. Once again, she is just on fire this game so far. I want to say that's a hat trick already. We are sitting here in the second quarter, and the hat trick has been completed. Fantastic work by Ava O'Brien. And that's just the best way you can play. If you find somebody that's hot, feed the hot hand. Feed them and fan them, as they say, and you just kind of let it rock. So we are looking at 1-4 here. Leah Bucci is having a great game so far, working on cleaning up a little bit of the small errors by the defensive side for the Rams, but all in all, this game is still anybody's game. If they could win a face-off here, and there it is, the first face-off won by the Rams here at the beginning. Looks like we got a whistle to help it out. Great pass there down the line. Trying to find an open player, find their teammates. Great work, get the ball down. We got the ball behind the cage here. Great pass to the X. Crisp execution, good scoop. And that's exactly what you want to see. They get that ball, and then they immediately cradle it to get a clean hold. That ball's going to go to the area that where the perimeter is for the players, for the midfielders. They can't go past that line. And luckily, the Rams were able to recover. Ooh, what a good pickoff right there by the middies. She shuffles it on the ground to her teammate. This is it right here. When the ball is on the floor, that is when the Rams need to get mostly involved. I think the Rams thought they were going to get a call there for the stick check, but it looks like we're in transition, no whistle, play on. Again, the middies are coming up from behind every time, doing a really good job of smacking that stick while it's hanging behind their shoulder. We got to get some eyes on the back of their heads here for the Rams because they're kind of letting them creep up on it. The best thing you can do is call it out to your teammate. That's the only way you're going to be able to figure out somebody's behind you taking a look. Rams with the ball on their side of the field, looking to make a move here. Ooh, that was a good shot attempt. Really clean look there. Rams back with possession. They had 2 people ready. Ball didn't even make it out of bounds before somebody scooped it. Rams facilitating the offense right now. That's Ellie Gillis. I'm sorry, correction there. That's Anna Ward trying to facilitate this offense, find a good look here. Ball down to the X position. Behind the key. Keeper is locked in right now. Trying to hold on to their 3-point lead. The middies are doing everything they can to not get spaced out. Good opportunity here by the Rams. Collapse, break it back out. Rams need a little bit more cutting action going on. They're finding gaps, but they're not finding anybody that's making a play for the goal. You would love to see the Rams try and force a goal here, but they're being patient with the ball, trying to lull them to sleep. Got a cutter on the inside. Missed that just a little bit. She's going way down there. That was a big-time pass to make. That's going to be out of bounds off the Rams. Anna Ward with the right idea. She found the open space. She just wasn't able to get that pass down. Rams are doing everything they can to apply pressure. Good hit there. They're looking for the charge on that. But that was great contact. Honestly, just lets a hit like that early in the game lets somebody know not to try you. And that's a much smaller player going up against a bigger player. So you got to like that dog in her. Rams with some ferocity. You can feel it from up here in the stands. They want to turn this game around. Double team, ball on the ground, and we got a whistle on the play. Looks like it's going to be middies ball. Rams are playing nice physical defense there. Again, we only got one ref, and the ref did not like what they saw. And ball is back in play. Middies have the ball down underneath. That's Caitlin Ritchie. Rams taking their time, spacing it out. They have a 3-point lead. They don't want to force any errors. The Rams are... Oh, Rams have an opportunity here to scoop the ball. It's going to come back up middies' way. Again, the middies don't make bad passes so far. It's been really clean passing, straight into the net. Not a lot of opportunities for the Rams to get in transition. So in terms of time of possession, a lot of credit goes to the middies for how well they're holding the ball right now. Hit them with, they got a 3-headed dragon going on in the corner right now, trying to set screens and slip them. Rams looking to score. The middies looking to score here. Rams shutting it down quickly. There was an opportunity there. It didn't go anywhere. And middies back at the top of the key. The middies are not even looking at the left side of the field right now. They're rocking and rolling all on the right side, thinking that they have the best opportunity between the 3 of them. It seems like they got a set play. And, ooh, great stick check there. Try and pass it ahead. They want to run. The Rams are in transition finally. Ooh, and that pass was just a little bit off. You're gassing yourself by running so far. You had a lot of looks ahead of you. Middies in transition. The Rams have numbers, though. And the middies get the ball back in their initial position on the right side. They're trying to hold the clock here. They got a minute left in the second. No reason to force anything. Middies holding, probably try and get the last shot in. We've got the middies in blue, the Rams in white, and the Rams are trying to cut off any passing lane. They're not going to let them take any kind of shots on the inside here, so they don't care about anything outside of the 15-yard line. We got 25 seconds left on the clock. And we got a whistle there. Looks like it got a little physical with the stick, but ref decided to call it from up here. So we got positioning, get set. There's 8 seconds left. Rams shutting down the pass. No look opportunity. There's 3 seconds on the clock. They're swinging it up. Doesn't look like there's going to be enough time to get a shot off. But the passing right there, that was key. That's exactly the kind of look you want to get. Throw the ball through space. You don't need to run it up all the way. You don't need to force it. But so far, it has been a Middies first half. The score is 1-4 with a 3-point lead going Middies' way. So we will be right back in about 5 minutes or so, checking in with you here. Rams are looking to try and tie this game up. They want to get some offensive momentum going. We can't win the game until we at least get to 4, right? So we want to kind of give some credit here to the keeper, of course, Leah Bucci, because it takes a lot of guts to stay in that goal and just let someone rip a shot at you. But remember, for every goal you see, there's at least 2 or 3 saves that you didn't see. Back into the face-off. We had a little bit of a ceremony at halftime. I'm hoping that inspired the Rams to get things boiling. Battle on the ground here, trying to get the face-off going. Huge win again for the Middies. And honestly, respect here to the Middies because they have been dominating the face-off game today. That's mainly because number 27, Kelsey Hutton, is tall, and she is good at this. So shout out to her for knowing her job. And the Rams need to try and hold on to the ball better in transition. They get caught up with a behind defender almost every time. Ava O'Brien for the Middies has been dominating so far in this game. But right now, the Rams have one of their best opportunities here. They've got the ball, full possession, settling in, hoping to run a couple of sets and find a clean shot. The only goal scored here today has been by Sarah Salter, the senior captain, of course, trying to keep her girls in this game. Rams swinging it around to the X. A lot of good momentum. There's movement going on right now with the Rams. And again, it's about clean passes. That's going to be the key here to the second half. How do we turn it around? Drawing in a lot of defense here. Sarah Salter with a one-on-one opportunity. She's swinging it around. Good passing going on right here. A lot of motion. Good opportunity. Oh, and that was a great look. A little bit off marks. That was Sydney Quinton with a really nice shot opportunity there. Had it just a little bit to the left side, but it was also just a phenomenal opportunity there. They ran a couple of drivers in there to open up a lane for her. Had a lot of stick pressure. And that's just pressure, and that's just a compliment here to the Middies for their ability to play such good defense. Rams running a lot of people in. Sydney Quinton with another opportunity. She's cutting it all the way in, and we got a whistle on the play. That is going to be a free position here for Sydney. Hopefully she can bring this deficit in within 2. And in transition, Sydney. Oh, what a save there by the Middies. Beautiful work there. She went for the bounce shot, but Olivia Desereau with a great save. And like I said, guys, I'm always going to give credit to the keep. They get brutalized down there taking shots. Good defense by the Rams. Out of bounds, Rams ball. No, I'm sorry, Middies ball. Middies kept possession there. which made sense to me. It looked like it was tipped out off of the Rams. So middies in transition. They are zooming right now. That is, once again, the star of the game so far, Ava O'Brien. She has got great possession. She's holding. Rams with a good tip. Ava O'Brien, once again, with a clean scoop recovery, and that's just a huge part of the game. If you can get the ball off the ground quick, you're going to create more opportunities for your team. And the middies, who are on the season 4-7, are doing a great job coming on the road to play against the Shawsheen Valley Tech Rams, who are 9-2. So, again, you know, after watching this game for the first half, you really wouldn't be able to tell who has the better record. Middies are doing a great job of time of possession. They've been holding this ball and finding clean looks, not forcing anything. Middies taking it down behind the cage, trying to cut on the inside. That was a good look. Even better save by the Rams, and they roll that to their goalie, Leah Bucci. Leah looking to find a nice, clean pass. She swings it to the outside. Passes a little high, and it's going to be Middies' ball pickup. Middies with a good look on the inside. And it looks like ref is calling for that ball to be thrown in from the side out. So, looks like we got a little bit ahead of ourselves on that one. And Ava O'Brien with the ball on the baseline here. This is the last person the Rams want to see with the ball in net. Good defense by the Rams to knock the ball out. Way to find your pass up ahead. Beautiful passing here. She's got a lot of people ahead of her. Save yourself the leg speed. Pass it up. Find your teammate. Rams taking it on the inside, trying to draw on the defense. Rams choosing to settle in. That's Olivia Padaninis. She's looking to settle things in, and Megan Warford with the ball passes it over to Sydney Quinton. Sydney Quinton had 2 designed run opportunities here. Wasn't able to complete on either of them, but definitely drew the penalty earlier to get a free position. So Rams with the skip pass. Rams sending it down to the baseline. Going to the X. 2 cutters. Wasn't able to decide who to throw it to. A lot of congestion there in the paint. A little bit better communication so we're not forcing too many shots. And Sarah Salter is really wanting the ball right now. You can tell she's on the inside. She's forcing some looks. She's got the mismatch that she wants. So she's spacing it out now, trying to give a teammate an opportunity. Timing is everything, and no cutter here for the passer. So we're going to swing it back to the top of the key. Megan Warford looking for somebody. She sees Sarah Salter, hesitates a little bit. That's because there was some good midi defense ready to step in. Middies are not breaking right now. They'll bend a little bit. They haven't given up. Sarah Salter, good screen opportunity. She runs it in. Oh, and that was a great save by Olivia Desereau. A lot of respect to the keepers here. This has been a great defensive game. Ball is on the ground. Rams with an opportunity to turn it back around. Cutting back. Tabitha Woodward passes it up. Great pass down space. There you go. You got Sarah walking down the middle. Oh, and Sarah didn't have full possession of it, but that was a really, really great play opportunity. That was a beautiful look by the Rams. And if I'm the Rams, I'm trying to force it to Sarah Salter. She is hungry to score right now. Rams swinging it around. They've drawn in a lot of defense. Oh, and they were trying to force that one to Sarah Salter, just like I had said, and the middies were ready for it. So I think the Rams could benefit from a little bit of space here. Good defensive stick pressure there. Don't let her pick it up. Make it hard. There you go. Whistle on the play. We'll take a whistle so that everybody can get set up. That'll work for the Rams. And it looks like we're giving the ball to the Rams. Rams are getting set up to play it in. Like I said, there's only one ref here in the game today. It's caused a little bit of a delay, but we've got one ref calling for the entire field. So got to give a lot of credit to the performance here by the referee. Cutter on the inside, wasn't able to pass it off. Down, ball behind the keep, in the net. Swinging it up, trying to find some space here. Rams trying to force it. Good look inside. Oh, what a save by the keeper. We got bodies on the ground, sticks on the ground. And Sarah Salter with the opportunity to scoop it right here. Sarah with a little ground flick. Oh, that almost went in. As a keeper, you obviously want to try and catch it with your stick whenever possible. Oh! And we got contact on the field, bodies on the ground, and it looks like that's going to be the middies ball. Kelsey Hudden kind of ran straight through one of the Rams just now. Looks like that's going to bother her a little bit. And we got a whistle for going in the Rams' favor right now. Rams passing it up. Rams trying to find a teammate there. And we're forcing the issue. You like that aggressive energy here. That's going to create a free position opportunity, it seems. And this Rams player has a nice long ponytail, so I'm unable to see exactly what number they are. But, oh, they had a great shot opportunity that is going to be the middies ball. So middies being in a good position for the recovery in case that shot was a little off the mark. Again, great passing here by the middies. They're really doing a decent job of getting it to the open man and also hitting them right in the stick. You know what I mean? You want to try and make the pass as easy as possible so you can keep momentum. Middies, Alexis Hudden with the ball, trying to get it downfield. Multiple Rams defenders there, though. Rams forcing her all the way into the end zone, so she's behind the keep right now. Ava O'Brien with the ball, passes it up to fellow captain Kayla Doobie. Kayla Doobie back to the Ava O'Brien. And the Rams are really trying to cook here on the left side of the field. It's where they keep all their best talent. Or sorry, the middies are forcing it on the left side of the field. It seems like that's where they got their best talent packed in. The ball is behind the cage, and we've got 1:35 remaining here in the third quarter. The score is still 1-4. So, again, the time of possession is key here. Rams have had a lot of good opportunities here in the third, but the middies are not breaking. Middies cutting it on the inside. Great bodies stepping in. Good defense by the Rams. Rams applying quality pressure. Now they're taking it all the way out to the 20. They want to force the issues. Trying to apply additional pressure to cause errors. Rams with the ball at the top of the key. Rams see the ball. Middies have it. They're swinging it around. There is less than a minute here in the third. Middies with the ball, trying to make a move. Going for the double move. It's Ava O'Brien again. She's drawing in as many defenders as she can. Swings it back up. They got a couple of looks underneath, but they don't feel confident to get that pass through. Rams doing a really good job of clogging the lanes. There is 30 seconds left here in the third. Are we going to see another goal? Rams applying as much pressure as they can before the clock goes out. Good stick defense, and that looks like we got a whistle on the play. She swung that a little too hard there. And they aren't stopping the clock. It looks like it's going to run. They might be making an adjustment on that. Yeah, they did stop the clock. They stopped it with 1.8, which is definitely not enough time. Foul happened around the 25-second mark, so I'm curious if they'll make that adjustment. And it looks like they decided on 6.6. 6.6 seconds remaining for the final play. And a great save by Leah Bucci. Wonderful save there with a free position. That keeps this a 3-point game. there is time to make some action happen. So it is still within striking range for the Rams. We will be right back coming in for the fourth quarter any second now. Ladies and gentlemen and sports fans all alike, we are here at Alumni Stadium for the fourth quarter of the Shawsheen Tech Varsity Girls Lacrosse game. The score is 4-1 in the favor of the Dracut Middies, and the Dracut Middies are dominating so far here in this game. Keys to turning the game around are going to be a little bit of hustle, because I don't mean to call the Rams out like this, but the energy coming from the Middies right now is just blowing the Rams out of water. So when you're playing at home, you got to protect home court. Middies with another face-off win. So the Middies have just been dominating on the face-offs here. Good defensive pressure here by the Rams, though, trying to force the errors, and big-time pressure. Middies cutting it down on the inside. It is still a game within striking distance. The Rams just need one goal to really turn the momentum around. This is the defensive effort and hustle I'm talking about, folks. Look at that push and battle for the ball. Middies may come up with it, but we are going to have to make efforts like that if we want to turn this game around. Errant pass by the Middies. And quick recovery there. The Middies are swinging the ball around. Time of possession has been majorly in the favor of the Middies so far this game. But a three-point game is nothing to worry about. That's going to be out on the Middies. Small errors like that create opportunities for the Rams. This is exactly what they need. Clean passing. The Rams got a good look up front. Good scoop there by Megan Warford. Megan Warford in transition. She's running. She's got a teammate down below. She passes it off. Great pass completion. She had Sarah Salter, captain, cutting down the middle. Wasn't able to get the pass to her. Bring in the effort and the hustle. That's how you turn the tide here. Turn it into a two-point game. This has been a fantastic lacrosse game here, folks. We're enjoying this fine weather. If you're interested in sticking around, of course, we've got the boys varsity lacrosse going on right after this. Senior night with some festivities to engage in. So we're looking to see Shawsheen Tech with an epic comeback performance here. Good opportunities, trying to pass to the inside. You got a teammate available. And the defense by the Middies is just so strong here. No opportunity to even process the pass. Rams looking to force it here. Got a Sarah Salter cutter. Got another cutter on the inside, zooming. Spacing it back out. Middies doing a really good job, not forcing a lot of penalties either. Getting a little bit ahead of themselves there. That was Megan Warford with the recovery. Trying to make a move before you got the ball. You got to get that secured with a nice cradle. Megan Warford, once again, nice cradle. Now she's got an opportunity right down the middle if she wants to take it. She's looking to force the issue. Try and bring a little bit more hustle here, guys. This is exactly how you can force it. Catch them off guard with some electric energy and look to score. They swing it back to the top. Cutter on the inside, Megan Warford to Sarah Salter. Sarah Salter looking to score. She wants the shot so bad. She swings it back to Warford. Warford sees the cutter, unable to get the pass off. Sarah Salter with the screen. And a goal right there. That's exactly what we're talking about. There's 8:28 remaining in the fourth. More than enough time. You got to look to score. That's exactly what they need. That bucket right there came from Sydney Quinton, I believe. Actually, it looks like there's going to be a penalty, so it looks like we're getting reset for a free position. Free position by Sydney Quinton. Oh, what a save. Olivia Desereau with a wonderful save once again. Sarah Salter fighting for it. Oh, and we got a penalty here. Looks like it's going to go in Rams' way. I got a little bit too excited there because I saw the ball hit the net, but the penalty precedes the ball. And we are getting set with 7:57 remaining. Sarah Salter trying to find some offense here for the team. She's forcing it on the inside. Sarah Salter looking for the penalty here. She got wrapped up. I think we're going to get a free position. Now, Sarah Salter's a beast. She knows she can score on the best of any of them, but she needs a little bit of help from her team here. She's getting triple teamed as soon as she makes her cuts. Sarah Salter with the free position. Looking for the pass to the inside. Nice pass. A little bit high. Luckily, they had a teammate to recover in the goal, in the end zone. Pass to Sarah Salter on the inside. Another high pass. That was a great look, though. There is 7 minutes remaining here in the fourth. We're trying to force it quick. We need a cutter. Rams have a cutter, but there's a lot of good defense by the middies there. Passing it back to Sarah. Sarah's looking for some kind of movement here, trying to draw them in. She has all the pressure on her. The gravity of her decision-making draws in the defense. So even if she's faking for a screen, it makes an opportunity for her teammates. Sarah running in with full strength. She wants to rip it on the right side. Ooh, that was a good look, just a little bit high. She wants to rip it to the left corner, you can tell. She wants to go a little bit high near the crossbar. Rams with the most possession they've had this game here in the fourth quarter. Really dominating this fourth quarter so far. It's an important time to lock in and make it happen. Great shot! And the Rams finally get on the board after their first goal in the first quarter. So finally some opportunity and a chance to turn this around. There's more than enough time. There's 6 minutes remaining. Girls are getting back in position quickly because they want to make sure to capitalize on this opportunity momentum. I believe that was Sydney Quinton with the goal. It got a little bit messy there with a lot of bodies fighting for it, but that was a wonderful shot by Sydney Quinton. Rams have cut it to a 2-point game. That is more than enough time with 6 minutes. It would be big time if they could win the face-off here. And the middies, once again, with a nice face-off scoop. Catching that mid-air. That's exactly what we're talking about. Just pretty much really nice passing, but just the ability to complete the catch. That's what really matters here. She's got pressure on her. Middies trying to make it happen here. And getting stopped with the out of bounds, can't step over. They swap out so Sarah Salter can step up. It was a good awareness by Sarah Salter not to go offsides there until they had the proper numbers. The middies are swinging it around. It's 5:33. The Rams need to get a turnover here if they want to try and make something happen. Apply a little bit more pressure and try and force an error. Ava O'Brien passes it down. They're looking to try and keep it a 3-point deficit. Ava O'Brien trying to make a move here. Rams doing a good job of not creating a free position. Rams forcing the ball behind the net. There's 5 minutes in the fourth, 5 minutes in the whole game. There it is, the turnover. And finally get a whistle on the field. It looks like that will be, it'll be the middies' ball. Middies back with possession. Ava O'Brien trying to turn the corner. Rams keeping her from it. Rams need to make something happen. Middy's swinging it around. Middy's drawing in defenders and taking their time. They've run off about 2 minutes since the goal happened. And Ava O'Brien with the killer shot. She slit right through the defense there, kind of cutting her way straight to the goal for a really clean shot. Leah Bucci getting a little bit frustrated, but it happens. The momentum was starting to swing, and just a really great shot there by the captain of the Middies, who's just a cold-blooded killer. And, of course, got to shout out Olivia DeRousseau, who has been doing a fantastic job of making the Rams' life difficult. They are quite frustrated with the free positions that they've had today just because the keeper on Middy's side has been dominating and getting really clean saves. Sarah Salter in at face-off, hoping to get a win here. And that's going to be coming up Middy's way. Middy's holding possession once again. And big-time battle here. Kelsey Hutton is holding on. She's taking that ball all the way down the baseline, trying to chew the clock. Ball back in the net of Ava O'Brien, who swings it away from herself. They're playing monkey in the middle right now. It's on-ball pressure. Somebody needs to come help. And it was these clean, there it is, the ball on the ground. You got to fight for the stick check. We got a whistle here. That's going to be Middy's ball. Middy's got the ball in position. There is 3 minutes and 20 seconds remaining here. Rams look like they're taking their foot off the gas here. Good effort there on defense by the Rams. Can you scoop it? Great position there. Good cutback, trying to find a teammate there. Oh, and we got the whistle. Here we go. Rams with an opportunity to try and cut it back to 2. And it looks like we've got a timeout by the Rams. So this is an important timeout because 2 minutes, 56 seconds remaining. Crazier things have happened, folks. Tying the game is not off the table. If you're watching now, stay locked in. We have an opportunity to cut it back within 2, and then hopefully maybe cut it back within 1. So we are sitting here at Alumni Stadium prepping for what is going to be a really fun senior night for the varsity boys lacrosse team shortly after this game. If you guys are interested in the fanfare, let us know. But I'm Jack Hamilton Smith here with WCTV, which is powered by Critical Mass Solar, Austin Styffe Mortgage Loan Officer. WCTV Sports is powered by B&B Training and Development, CMS Plumbing and Heating, Forrest Auto, Frangos, Giovanni's Roast Beef and Pizza Tewksbury, Knowledge Brokers Realty, McGovern Hyundai on Route 93, Rocco's Bar and Restaurant, Sarkisian Apparel, Wilmington Ace Hardware, and finally, the Shawsheen Tech Girls Lacrosse is sponsored by 360 Urgent, Marone Construction, and Simeon Floors. We are sitting here in this timeout, and we will be right back with you after this. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back after that brief break, and we should be starting with the Rams in possession at their own side of the end zone. So, they're going to be working at about 100 yards to try and get some clean shot opportunities. Ideally, they do it fast. They got Sarah Salter with the ball to get it started. They want to give it to their most trusted playmaker to get this ball moving. The Middies have went ahead and taken full court defense, which you got to respect. They're not putting too much pressure on. Sarah's going to run it up herself, trying to find an opportunity here. When you're running hard, it's always hard to get a clean pass off, but not for Sarah, who delivers a bullet straight to her teammate who's making a move. They're in full fourth quarter offense. And again, a great stick check from behind that turns the ball over. The middies have done a really great job of that. Opportunity to scoop, and it looks like we got a whistle on the Rams, so it's going to be middies' ball. Middies with the pass in the middle. That's passed a little bit too high. Middies turned it over. Rams going all the way, trying to go coast to coast. And we got a whistle on the play. That was a really strong effort there by the Rams. That was Ava Noble, who is also one of the captains on this team. She just immediately caught that ball and was ready to run. That's exactly the kind of tempo you need to be forcing right now. That's the hustle that we're hoping for. Free position here. Ava with the opportunity to cut it within 2. Ava making a run. Oh, and the ball popped out on the cradle and scooped up by Olivia Desereau. So great defensive stop there by the middies. Potential turnover here for the Rams. Whistle, that's going to be going Rams, middies ball, I believe. Rams with a great, oh, what a pick right there by the Rams. And we got another whistle on the field. What a huge steal by the Rams. Rams with free position here. Clock is ticking. Running clock is hurting the Rams bad right now. Free position. A minute left in the game. And that ball is going to come up short, but the Rams recover quickly. Rams looking to score. Rams needing to score. The ball is with Lila Mahoney, correction. And that's going to be scooped up by Sarah Salter. Pass to the inside. Oh, and a little bit too open there. She caught it with great position, but it looks like that got tipped. That was Lila Dickinson with a really nice opportunity there. She was in a great position. Way to keep finding that open space. Sarah Salter trying to find somebody. They want to score one more time before this game is over. And we got a whistle on the play. Looks like they're going to need another side out with 19 seconds remaining. Now we get the clock to stop. That's interesting. Sarah Salter forcing it in, trying to make a move quickly. Megan Warford trying to hold on to the ball here. Swinging up to the top once again, Mahoney. Mahoney looking to score here. We got no time, and that's the end of the game. The middies came with the energy, exactly like I was saying. They showed up and showed out. They were so excited. You could hear it when they were breaking from the huddle. They are cheering loud, and it's because when you come to the road and you're playing against a dominant team like Shawsheen, you got to try and catch them off guard. The final score here after 4 is 2-5. The middies with 5, the Rams with 2. Middies move on to 5-7 for the rest of the season, while the Shawsheen Valley Tech is going to be 9-3. My name is Jack Hamilton Smith here with WCTV. Thank you all for joining us for this first game of our doubleheader here tonight. We're going to be back in about 30-ish minutes or so for senior night, varsity boys lacrosse.
Captain of the girls lacrosse team and an ambassador for Morgan's message. With me, I have Kenzie, Tabby, Delaney, Gianna, and Natalie, who are also ambassadors. Shawsheen boys and girls lacrosse are dedicated to today's game to the life and legacy of Morgan Rogers. A former Duke University lacrosse student athlete tragically died in July of 2019 after battling health challenges. Although Morgan's life was cut way too short, her legacy of unconditional love remains. Morgan's message was created about her family and her teammates with the mission to eliminate the stigma around mental health, normalize the conversation about mental health, and to ensure that mental health is treated equally to physical health for all student athletes. As someone who found it difficult to be vulnerable, I've learned that staying silent when you need help doesn't make things better. It doesn't make you stronger. It just makes the weight heavier. You would have probably never guessed there was a point in my life where I didn't believe I deserved to be here. I'm here to tell you that it is possible to overcome your silent battles. It's okay not to be okay. Your feelings matter. No struggle is ever too small or not important enough. I would be lying to you if I said every day is a good day for me. Some of those thoughts still come back when life gets hard. But I've come to realize that there is light at the end of the tunnel. Things do eventually get better, but struggling on my own and keeping things to myself wasn't ever going to be the solution. I advise you to check in on the person next to you, because you never truly know what someone is going through. You matter and you are not alone. For Morgan's message, for Morgan's life and legacy, and how you can help those mental health challenges, please visit morgansmessage.org. Thank you.